Okay, it seems like a lot of people now are doing Atari Lynx reviews, so I decided to do mine while it's still fresh out there. Uh, well, I only have the Model 2 right now. I sold my Model 1, and I got it in the carry case and everything. And it cost me about 40 bucks, and I got the case. I got a couple of games with it, and I got the system, which is why it was such a good deal. Now, let me open this up for you guys and show you what it looks like. And this is an official case. It's not one of those off-brand cases. Now, what I have with it is I have the wall power cord if you do not want to use batteries. The official from Atari car plug. Uh, from 1990, so it's pretty old. And then I got a lot of games. I got a lot of good ones. I got Cyberball, Kung Fu, Zybots, I think it's called, Batman Returns, Steel Talons, Blue Lightning, Rampart, California Games, Chess, uh, Basket Brawl, and Stunt Runner. I think the best game would be Blue Lightning for this. I like Blue Lightning a lot. So I'm gonna show that game off. Now, when you bought the Lynx, the Batman Returns would come with the system. Uh, well, I got the. Well, here's the system. I got the sun visor on it, which is not that hard to find, but it's kind of cool when you're playing games. And you got the sun visor. It looks kind of stupid. I don't use it nowadays. I just kept it because, well, it is vintage. This is what your Atari Lynx system should look like. If you have the Model 2. Now, the Model 2 I think came out in 1991. I'm not sure about that, but I know the original one came out in 89. It competed with the Game Boy. Now, what was cool is you could play it like this, normally. And by the way, I like the D-pad on this. I like it a lot better than the one, Model 1. You could play it left-handed and right-handed. You could play it both ways by flipping the screen. Now, on the back here, you got these nice rubber grips on the back here, which is really nice because the Model 1 doesn't have that. And the game actually slides in right there, and it has a lip on the game, so you can pull it out really easily because the earlier games didn't have that lip on it. Let me see, see the lip right there on top? Now, the Model 1, the games went in the side. There was a little hatch that would pop open and you'd stick the game in on the side. So let me stick a game in here and show you guys what it looks like. Oh yeah, and then on the top you have the volume scroller, brightness scroller, the power cable, headphones, and the comm links. And that was, you could hook up to, I've heard 16, I've heard 18, and I've heard 17. You could hook up a lot of people, let's just say that, and play games. But most games didn't go above 8. So, yeah. Let me turn this on. Oh, it would help, wouldn't it, if I put the batteries in. Battery on the bottom. Uses 6 AA's and runs them down in about 4 or 5 hours I've gotten out of this. Which I guess is better than the Game Gear. Or, not the Game Gear, the Nomad. There we go. Alright. There we go. Oh. Alright, that's enough of that. Now, I can't really show it off because my camera's not the best, but you can flip this by, there we go. Now it's flipped by hitting the option 1 and middle button. Middle button pauses, option 2 and middle button is flip it, option 1 and middle button is to restart. And it gets quite loud, you can tell. Now it has mono sound, it does not have stereo. Everyone thinks the other slit on the side here is for a speaker, but it's not. Now, the biggest downfall about this system is it did cost a lot back in the day, but it did have pretty good games. I like Blue Lightning a lot. I can play this for about an hour or two. Well, I'm not really hugely into any handheld, but I'm going to hurry up and end the video, but before I do, the biggest downfall about the Lynx is it wasn't very reliable, as long as you didn't drop it. As long as you didn't drop it, it worked. I've had 3 of them. I still have 2, so don't worry. But one of them I dropped twice on carpet. I dropped it on regular old carpet, and on the second drop, it wouldn't play games anymore. The screen would light up. It wouldn't read the game, though. For some reason. I took it apart. All the pins were fine. I sanded them down. I cleaned them. I cleaned the games. Because the contacts are showing on the game. So I thought maybe they were dirty on the games. But nope. I cleaned them. It still didn't work. So, if you're... I wouldn't recommend getting this for the average Joe. It is kind of nice to have. I mean, this is what I grew up with. The handhelds that I had. And the Game Boy, and the Game Gear, and the Nomad. Unless you really, really want to collect old game systems, I wouldn't recommend getting it. I'd recommend getting an old Game Boy before getting a Lynx. But if you're into collecting, I recommend this because it's cheaper than the Turbo Express by a lot. And yeah, and these are easier to find than the Model 1s. The Model 2s are a lot easier to find. So that's it. See you guys next time.